Hi everyone, how are you? I missed you last week. I've been a bit off my sewing game lately, making lots of silly mistakes and yeah, things not going to plan, which made me feel a bit fed up actually. But yeah, I'm back and I thought I would share with you some of my failures over the last couple of weeks. So the first silly mistake of the last couple of weeks was cutting up some beautiful vintage fabric. So I popped to my local high street a couple of weeks ago to have a little mooch around the charity shops, as you do. Have you seen that viral video when the lady's talking about, are you buying supplementary fabric? Yeah, that's me. Probably you too, let me know. But anyway, I popped in there and I found a beautiful piece of fabric and I thought, wow, that's really nice. It was £7 and I ummed and ahed about it. I thought £7 is quite pricey. It was about 1.6 metres. I mean, it's not pricey, is it? But I thought for a charity shop fabric, it's quite pricey. But in the end, I thought, I'll just go for it. I knew that I wanted to retry the Gloria blouse and I thought, well, what have I got to lose? It's only a piece of fabric from the charity shop. So I got it home, washed it, put it in the tumble dryer. It was done in an hour and then I cut it up straight away and sewed up another version of the Gloria blouse. So the blouse was a bit more successful than the first time round. I did realise that there was a notch for the sleeves, so please forgive me when I said there were no notches. There was. The notch was actually on the yoke piece on the back shoulders and I hadn't noticed it. So I did manage to get the sleeves in the right place this time, but I still don't think this particular pattern is a very good shape, not for me anyway. So I have put the pattern in the recycling. I'm not going to make it again. I'm not going to stress myself out about making it again. So after I'd made it, I thought, you know what, the selvage on that fabric was really unusual. Let me just have a little Google and see if I can find out where the fabric came from. So I've got a little scrap here left of it, which I shall try and show you if the camera focuses. There you go. So it says Jolie Fleur, and then I'm not quite sure how you pronounce that. I think it might be Moigashell, and then it's screen printed. And yeah, so I googled it and apparently it's some vintage fabric that was made from a mill in Ireland, and people are selling small sections of it that they've made into lampshades for about £20, and I used 1.6 metres to make this shirt which I'm not sure I'll ever wear. So I was really cross with myself. That was mistake number one. But the fabric is gorgeous, as you can see. Let me tell you a bit more about the shirt. So I've got the sleeves in the right place now. So the front and the back hem are level, which is good. The sleeves are very, very wide. I folded them up here. But the actual sleeve, so it's a drop shoulder, and then there's this additional piece that you put on here at the end to form the sleeve. It's actually quite a bit longer than this. I've turned it over 2 inches twice, and then I've folded it up so that it's more like a sleeve cuff. I'm not showing you that very well, but you know what I mean. Yeah, the collar's in nicely. It's got a nice pleat on the back there, just underneath the yoke. You can't really see it in this fabric, but it's there. And then I've got some beautiful buttons from Textile Garden, which I've used, these little blue flowery buttons. So it's all lovely, it's very pretty. It's just a really odd shape. I'll try it on and do you a little twirl in it at the end of the video, but yeah, I was stupid. I should have looked the fabric up first and then saved it for something I knew I would wear. So yeah, that was silly mistake number one. After that fiasco, like I said, I threw the pattern in the recycling. I thought I'm not going to do that to myself again. And I immediately downloaded the Closet Core Jenna shirt and dress pattern, which I've been banging on about for ages. And I thought, oh, for goodness sake, Ruth, just buy the blooming pattern. So I did. I downloaded the pattern, I printed it out on my A4 printer, I stuck it together and cut it out straight away. And then I thought, I'm going to try and cheer myself up by making the Jenna. So I decided to make the cropped version, and I wanted to use this lovely bright pink linen that I'd bought when I went to Barry's in Birmingham a couple of weeks ago. So I had a lovely time sewing this. It's a really, really nice pattern to sew. The collar comes together so neatly. I know lots of people have mentioned it, but it really is lovely. And I'm sewing this up thinking, oh my goodness, this is really nice. It's so neat. It's perfect. I can't wait to be wearing this. So I did fake flat felled seams across my shoulders, around the arms, and also down the back. I put a nice breast pocket on there, on the front, just here. I didn't get as far as putting buttons on. I decided I wanted to have a short sleeve. The pattern doesn't come with a short sleeve option, so I just cut it off at about where I thought I might want it. And I thought once I've finished everything else, I can put it on and then decide exactly where I want to hem that. So yeah, it was all going swimmingly. And then I came to sew up the side seams, and I realised that I'd made a massive error, and the front pieces are about 6 inches longer than the back piece. So as you can imagine, I was pretty cheesed off with myself. I thought, how can I have been so stupid? At first I didn't really know what I'd done, and then I got all the pattern pieces back out of the envelope, and I realised that I had just completely selected the wrong back piece for the view of the Jenna that I wanted to make. So this piece here is the back for the dress. If you're going to make the shirt, either the cropped or the full length version, then you use the piece that has the yoke going across. So I didn't really know how to fix it because I didn't have very much fabric left, and I asked my sewing friends for some advice, and the very lovely and very, very clever What Katie Sews said, why don't you just get some more fabric and make the dress version? And I hadn't even thought of that, but what a brilliant idea. So at some point over the next, I don't know, couple of weeks hopefully, I'm going to have to pop back to Birmingham, go to Barry's and buy a bit more of this fabric, because I don't think they sell online. I'll check that, but you know, a trip out would be nice anyway. So that was silly mistake number 2. So I have this very, very beautifully sewn, beautifully finished half of a Jenna. It's just waiting to have a fix put in place. So yeah, I think I'll really like that actually as a dress. So I'll just be able to chop off the front piece, level with this, and then attach the gathered skirt. So that shouldn't be too much of a big job once I've got a bit more fabric. So that's 2 shirts just sitting around that I can't or don't really want to wear. Bit frustrating. Yeah, and it's just been like that really the last couple of weeks. I've not felt 100% and things have just been going wrong everywhere I look. But anyway, to make myself feel a bit better, I have bought some fabric this week. I'll show you. So I have bought 3 pieces of fabric. This first one is completely inspired by Hayley from So Hayley Jane, and she has used this fabric to make the Jenna shirt, and she shared a vlog about it as well, which I'll link in the description below. So if you haven't seen it, go and have a look. She's made up the full length version of the shirt in this fabric, and she's doing a bit of a review. So yeah, I think I'm gonna just completely copy her and make my next version in this. It's cotton, it's just 100% cotton. I've washed it and tumble dried it, and it's quite soft now, so I think that should be a really nice shirt if I can get it right. And then I bought 2 fabrics from So Eco Fabrics, which is quickly becoming one of my favourite fabric retailers actually. She has some lovely fabric, and she also had a sale on recently. So I snapped up 2 more pieces of Merchant & Mills cotton linen blend. I can't remember the names of the fabrics now, but this one is a blue stripe, as you can see, and this one is a sort of berry coloured check, and I really like both of those. Yeah, very, very nice. The other thing I bought this week was another shirt pattern. You're probably getting bored of me talking about shirts, aren't you? But I have bought the new one by French Navy, and what is it called? Is it the Seren? Something like that. I'll put the name of it below for you, and I'll link it in the description. So that is a similar style to what I was trying to achieve with the Gloria blouse. So it's a cropped shirt. It is very cropped. I will definitely lengthen it because the pattern as it is far too short for me. So it's a cropped shirt, slightly drop shoulders if I remember rightly, short sleeves, and a proper collar and collar stand. So exactly what I'm looking for, what I've been trying to achieve anyway. So I've downloaded that, printed it off, haven't stuck it together yet, so that's going to be a job for this week, I think. Yeah, so they were my cheer you up purchases. And then it was a sewing social as well last weekend. I've not been here for so long, I feel like I've got loads to tell you about. So yeah, the Staffordshire social was last Saturday, and we had a lovely time. I was, like I said, feeling fed up after lots of failures in the previous week, so I decided I was just going to sew a bag, so something nice and simple and straightforward. It's, I don't know if you can see it, but it's just hanging up here on Beryl. Yeah, just a straightforward canvas tote bag, and I'm very happy with it. I actually really enjoyed sewing it, and it's made me think that I might have a go at drafting my own pattern. Yeah, it's just an idea at the minute, but if I decide to do it, I'll keep you updated and I'll let you know how I get on, because I've never tried anything like that before, so that could be fun. Yes, I won the raffle as well, which was very lovely, and the raffle prize was a bag kit, and it was a Merchant & Mills Jack Tar bag, and it's got all the fabric and notions that you need to make it up, so that's very exciting. I will also keep you updated once I make that and show you how I get on. It's made out of dry, I think it's called oilskin, which I've never used before, so that will be fun to try out. I got Esme's book off the swaps table. I've been looking in all the charity shops for a copy of this and haven't been able to find one yet, so I was super pleased to find that. Oh my gosh, look, she's wearing the same colour nail polish as I've got on. How weird is that? Anyway, that's a bit random. So yeah, I'll be able to read that in the garden, in the sun, because it is beautiful and the weather's gorgeous today. I'm wearing my black Nell dress, in case you're interested, which is perfect when it's hot because it is not clingy or tight anywhere. It's just the perfect loose fit swishy dress for weather like today, so I'm nice and cool. What else do I have to tell you? That's probably it really. Yeah, sewing has not been going according to plan, neither has much else lately, to be honest. Yeah, it's been yeah, you don't need to know that. But anyway, what am I going to do this week coming? So today's Friday. I am hopefully going to have a sewing day tomorrow. I think the family are all busy. So if I get the day to myself to sew, I am going to make a start on the Jenna in that So Hayley Jane fabric, I think. I did tell Hayley that I was completely going to copy her, so I need to get that made up. Yeah, I'm probably not going to give myself too much more to do. I'm just going to stick with that. I don't think my brain can take too many plans right now. So anyway, thank you very much if you've listened to me waffle on right to the end. I do appreciate it. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed my video and subscribe if you don't already. It's really nice chatting to you again. I did miss you last week. Hope everyone else is all right and getting some time to sew and enjoying the sun. But take care anyway, and I'll see you all really soon, hopefully. Bye now.